Let's just give it a few minutes to check the stream. Okay. Right, just checking a few of the different streams we've got running. I'm running over YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. So I'm just going to log into one of these live streams. Just actually, I can check it from here, can't I? Okay. But anyway, thanks for joining. Right, thanks for joining. I tried to do a live stream last night, but it was a complete failure. I couldn't get the audio working on it, and then I just ran into a number of issues. So last night I was actually talking on the live stream, but the microphone wasn't working, so I'm not doing that again. That was a complete failure. Let me now just check a couple of things. Hey, mate. Yep, Neil. Help, Neil. You're right, mate. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm just checking the stream. Can you hear me, Neil? Just tell me if you can hear the microphone coming through. I had a failure last night on the mic. If you can't actually hear me, then you won't be able to text back. Let me just try this. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, cheers, buddy. So the aim, I just want to actually just show the current setup that I've got. Each Sunday for the past couple of weeks, we've audio is a bit hot. Let me just bring that down a bit. For the past couple of Sundays, I've been doing a live stream jam, with a close friend of mine who runs the studio, and we spent a while just trying to get some sound and some way of performing live again. We haven't done it for about 10 years. So thank you, Sophie. Yeah, Sophie can hear me as well. We've started to now do a live stream on the Sunday under the Stanley Works. This is this new project that's going on. Years ago, it was BitJam. It was having a bit of a jam, or a bit and a jam. Now it's the Stanley Works. So I've started to pull together some different sounds and different equipment, and the past couple of weeks I've been trying out some new ideas. So I'm just going to do a live stream, talk a little bit about what's going on, and just jam a few new ideas together and see if I can spend a couple of minutes just generating anything that's half decent. I'm just trying to go and find. I've got a patch. I've got something I wanted just to find on that. Okay, just checking the stream, make sure everything is still going. Let me go to the second camera. If you know what I mean. So well, let's just go with it anyway. Okay, so I've noticed that the microphone's not working on the GoPro screen. Let me just fix this live stream a minute. And okay, so you should hear me now. Yeah. So there's a delay between what I say and what I do with this particular microphone. You should be able to hear me. So this is the current setup. There's actually a few more bits and bobs I've got around, but for this Sunday, I'm going to be mics out on the above camera palette. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Cheers, Neil. Yeah. So hopefully that's fixed as well. I'm doing these sort of live streams a bit on the fly. A bit like what I'm doing with this equipment as well. It's all pretty much done in real time. So I've got the Korg Electribe 2. This one, if I let me just find a pretty pattern. What's good on here? Some of these presets on here aren't that good. So with this, you can do lots where you can play. So this is a decent bit of kit if you want to just build your pattern. I think it's great for building your patterns up on the fly. So I tend to program a few different bits of synth and drum set into here, and then on the fly I'll try and build something up like a nice little drum pattern. So this actually, this is sending MIDI and syncing up with the Octatrack 30-second lag. So is that 32 seconds lag? So on the right we have the Octatrack, and this is slaved almost to the Electribe. The Octatrack is it's a beast. It's a sequencer, it's a sampler. You can do live sampling. You can mix all your different. It's got 8 channels in there. It's quite a complex beast, and I've only really just got to understand the basic levels. There's so many ways that you can trigger samples and play samples and do live recordings and loop and all sorts of crazy stuff. So I've only really just got to get to know the basic function of this. And then we've also got syncs. We've got MIDI. It's also a MIDI player. You can program MIDI sequences in, and MIDI will be sent over to the Crave, which you'll see if I just bring this camera over with a 32-second delay lag. Are we there yet? Okay. So this is the Behringer Crave. Behringer's sort of copy of slightly Moog, like a Moog sounding. It's a cross between a Moog and a 303. It's quite a nice little beast that is. And then let's pan back. And that'll do. And anything that comes into this machine or anything that's on these tracks, I can send some of it through the Space Echo. This is a Roland Space Echo. It's a very dubby sounding beast. So I'm not using any of the modular gear that's in the background. I'm using this delay and then just send bits to it and then build up the delay, and offers a really nice dubby electronic sound. So that's the plan. Okay, the lag's improving. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to give you an idea of playing just one sample on here, and the different things that you can do with it. And just make sure that everything else is muted. That doesn't need to be playing. Okay. What's this now? Bring these down. I'll play this. What I'll do is I'll check the audio levels as well, because I'll take the microphone out and then just have more audio going, I think. Look that one. Second. Okay, let's just. Okay, right. Why haven't I got no audio? Oh, this is there. We've got audio there. No, not yet. Oh, this is very strange, but no audio. Okay. Panic on then. Thought we didn't have any sound coming out. Right, I'm just going to knock the microphone off a bit and just try and work some of the samples and get some delay going, and then I might add some beats to it, or a beat. So it's just trying out some ideas with the samples and some sequences, just to pull this equipment together a bit more, ready for Sunday. So this is just a 10 minutes or so jam, so here we go. realised that I didn't. Oh jeez, hi Steph. Hello. I realised that I hadn't got the Korg in sync with the Octatrack, so I had to just stop it and start it. But anyway, we're in sync now, so that's what we can do. Yeah, flashbacks and muscle memory. Yeah, definitely former. I quite like how let me just bring this down a bit. I quite like how the Octatrack gives me a central place for mixing the different equipment, the outboard equipment, also overlaying with samples and really giving lots of choice to do, lots of choice to make noise with it. I'm just switch cameras because it's a real big delay, and then back. Let me just stop that a minute. It says stop that now. Okay, that was fun. We can never hear, aren't I? That was fun. Let me just get my chat up on this other computer. I'm running two computers in the background here. I've got the one that's actually doing a live stream, which is over there. But I've put a computer just behind the camera, so at least like I can look at it and then look at the screen. I just need to open up this chat app over here. It's blank. That's good. The one over here is better then. You always make a lot of noise. Yes. Yeah. As you get older, you make noises that you didn't intend on making. Like creaky knees and squeaky bottoms, probably. It's cheap stuff. Okay, so what I wanted to let me just bring this back. What I wanted just to talk about that's happened in the past couple of weeks. I because I've introduced two different types of tape delay. Well, tape emulation, tape delay emulators. Is that the right word? Yeah. So in the olden days, you used to be able to get a reel-to-reel tape recorder, and you used to do some crazy stuff with it. And we've all heard it on things like Dark Side of the Moon and all of those sort of really great albums that have got lots of great delay in the production. But we're not going to run a tape delay recorder because they're really expensive. But you've got the Roland Space Echo. Is everybody still concentrating? I've got the Space Echo. Let me just do this crazy stuff with this, with a massive delay. The Space Echo, which is this smiley, flashy face there. I've also got a tape delay built into my I've got a tape delay built into my modular box, and it's actually over this side. If I can just reach over. That, which you'll see in about 30 seconds after I've said it, is actually a 4-head tape delay, but in a modular format. So I've got two different types of tape delay, which means that I have basically spent the past couple of weeks, rather than just playing samples over top of sequences and all that, I've been listening to the stuff that happens behind. I want the camera here. Happens behind the music, and actually doing a lot of work in the delay element and the delay side of it. And I've noticed it's made me sort of lean much more into the dub side of electronica. The orb and that sort of slightly ambient, slightly trippy, sparse at times. I love the idea of something being really sparse in the sound. So rather than actually just being a techno sequencing noisemaker, I've actually gone back a little bit to the roots and gone back to this idea of let's be more like the orb and a little bit of Steve Hillage and all that kind of stuff. So that's where I'm going with this setup, especially sending a FX send out of the I've actually got. Oh, okay, that might appear. Will that appear? No. Okay. I've actually got. I was going to say then. I've actually got this delay, but I might be taking the modular synth on Sunday. But I've got enough here to really get a sort of dubby feel going on. The orb, yes. I was really when we went to Blue Dot and the orb were playing, and we walked into the tent and it was very, very late, and the humidity in that tent was just so sky high. Just couldn't stand in there, and I really regret not just stripping off and just standing in the middle of the orb and actually getting the opportunity to see them. And I sort of slightly regret that. But it's just so humid. I'm just such a pampered creature. I don't like humidity nowadays. So this is the setup. This is what I've got. This is the brains. These are the outboards. I've actually got on the other side of me, on this camera you can see it, I've got a Pittsburgh synth. This is a modular synth. So this and the modular system up there work really well together. And then I've got a few bits here as well. So I've just got enough equipment now to be able to choose between one and the other and have a different setup each week. if we're aiming to do a jam each week with 2 of us, 3 of us, 4 of us, whoever wants to turn up, we've got enough here to just swap and change and strip it right back, and then have a really complex system. Anyway, let's. We all regret not stripping off it. No, the stripping off bit I don't regret. The stripping off bit would be just to be able to step in that tent. I always regret stripping off in public. That's what I can say there, really. Let's just start to make some noises. What I have to do is go to the second computer over here and switch on different things. GoPro. Right, we've got a GoPro now. Hopefully. What I'm going to do is just to get a little bit of a close-up of the Octatrack, or as close as I can, with this overhanging camera. Right. You want more echo. Yes, we can do that. You want to hear more of the echo. What I've been doing with the Octatrack is actually just trying to limit what samples I take with me, because you can load hundreds of samples into the Octatrack and have too many to choose from. So and what I'm trying to do each week. Can you hear me over there? What I'm trying to do each week is actually just load in a few samples, and then that pretty much is what I've got to jam with. So dubby. Oh yeah. We can do a bit. Yeah, we can try a bit more dubby. But like I was saying, the samples I've got in here is what I've got in here. If I was going to go much more dubby, as Neil was saying, I would need to do a little bit of prep work. So it's a bit like tuning your strings in before you go and play a gig. You would set your hardware up with a little bit of a little bit of pre-knowledge rather than having to fix things on the fly. So let's just rifle through a few of these samples. I'll just start to go through my small library, find one, and then we'll play it, and then we'll start adding to it. Right, let's just have some volume with it as well. This way it's quite actually. We'll drop that in. We're having that. Let's see if it's there. Okay, maybe not. Okay, why is that there? I want it there. I want it there. Right. Sample. Quite nice actually, we can make something. Start sending this to. So at the moment this is let's make it close. It's I've not put in anything through the delay, so this is just a sample looping. It's quite nice. I quite like it. Avid. So you could, if it wasn't some idiot talking over it, just put your headphones on and just chill out to it, but another time. So now I'm going to start adding some delay to it. And the delay will be the Roland Space. I've got a go-to sample. If I ever go, oh, I'm a bit stuck on what to do, and it feels quite ambient, I've got a number of recordings from amateur radio gear that I use, and I tend to record some of it, so I tend to bring in a radio sample. So we'll bring in my signature radio sample. Going to add some compression to it. It's a bit low in the background. This box with the orange front is called a Behringer Crave, and it's actually it's one of the best synths that you can get with which is in the sort of low budget, about 120 quid. But it's a beast. It sounds like a mix between a Moog and a 303. It can be quite pokey. I'll bring this in actually. I'll run a sequence through it. Start to try and add it in somehow. need to try and find the key that it fits in. We'll go for major, I think, for the moment. Oops. Well, I'll just play the Behringer Crave with, this is the, get my glasses over, this is the Shroom Show. I quite like that actually. Actually, I wouldn't mind, we can do guest speakers on Shrooms then, can't we? Okay, so I'm just going to play the Behringer with the Roland Space Echo, which should get some nice stuff out of it. And crazy things happen when you switch this camera over. When you patch them, when you patch this up, it can get a little bit crazy beans. So we'll do that now.
Of the California Stage Company, of the California Stage Company, of the California Stage Company, and I'm very happy that I have lived here, and I'm very happy that I have lived here, and I'm very happy that I have lived here, and I'm very happy that I have lived here, and I'm very happy that I have lived here, and I'm very happy that I have lived here.
Okay. I think there's a lot of fun to be had with just having a simple sequence going on, but really listening to the delay and working with the feeding some of the sounds into the delay and working with that. I do love the actual what are these vocal samples from? Okay, so at the moment I've got an interview with, let me just switch cameras so you can see my beautiful face. Right, there we go. One of the samples that I've got is of Bebe Baron. She was one half of the two people that did the sound score for the film The Forbidden Planet in 1956 or whatever it was. So the two of them, Bebe Baron, B-E-B-E, Baron, B-A-R-R-O-N, they built circuits, electronic circuits, and actually recorded the circuits and burnt them out and abused these electronic circuits, but recorded their sound of them and then manipulated those sounds and created all the creatures and the background noises that you hear in The Forbidden Planet. It's a fantastic film, and the interview is of Bebe talking about cybernetics, because what they were doing was this early concept around cybernetics. It's really interesting, great interview. And then the second, let me just drop this down a bit more. And the second sample that I've used is from the 1930s, interviewing American sort of those people, the rural people in America, cowboys, or the last of the cowboys, I guess. So great film. Yeah, it is a great film. It just have a chance. I don't know what I forgot what her husband's name is, but her name is Beba Barron. You'll be able to find Forbidden Planet and just read about how they actually created the sound. So and she's a great interviewer. She's got that. The recording is pretty decent. So it's good to abuse it really, put that into the mix. So that's the current live setup. I've still got more work to do on it because I'm just not happy about some of the samples. I may just take some of them out and replace them before Sunday. But from the hardware point of view, this is what I'm going to work with. It gives me enough choice then, because we'll have my good friend Matt will be. I think he's going to be playing the vintage synthesizer, the MS-20, but he can also play the bass. But he'll be playing either or both of them. I don't know what he's doing yet. So that's it. That's how I've set up for this next gig that we're doing. It's live streamed Sunday on everywhere. I'm using a restreamer. So this stream is actually going out onto Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube. So it's streaming on 4 streams. And then on Sunday we'll also stream to Mixcloud. So 7:30 on Sunday, unless a meteor strikes or something, and then that pretty much can delay your plans. But regardless of any disasters, Sunday 7:30 will be from Synkronize Studios. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to have a gin. We'll finish one off. It's been hanging in the background there. And I hope you've enjoyed it. So see you on Sunday 7:30. Find the off button. Bye bye.